And it is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. So take whatever is good for you, leave the rest aside. If ever you have not yet subscribed to the channel and you do enjoy the channel, please do take a brief moment of your time to click the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself. And it is always greatly appreciated, and I do thank you in advance. So that being said, let's move on over to this reading. So this reading here is a channeled reading. This is a channeled reading with your past loved ones. It's also a channeled reading which I call from heaven, because it's also coming from spirit guides. It's coming from angels. So these are, they've all come together to come and give you some warnings. Okay, these are gentle warnings, things that you have to look out for onto your path. So with no further ado, let's begin. I have 4 messages, and then I'm going to conclude with a guide message. So with no further ado, let's dive on in. We have courage. We have discipline. Grief. And worry. Let's begin with courage. This is about finding that inner strength to face fear, but with confidence. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love is going to conquer all of fear's disguises. Now, perhaps you're changing career paths, or you're entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because it's an opportunity for you to prove to yourself that you, and only you, can make the correct decision. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself taking 2 steps back, only to face the exact same obstacle again. So you do need to make a decision upon it. We're going to follow up with discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Your soul has a goal, and it has also chosen to incarnate into this world of distractions. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges, but you have been given discipline as your birthright, and it is time to remind yourself that your soul has come back to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily task, but with a new system of managing your life instead of being the passive recipient of whatever it is that comes your way. Distractions can easily get us off, the work of our soul. And if we give in to this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed and pre-planned teachings that are needed for our inherent growth. So let's learn that the satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task that is delayed. Now let's move on over to grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Nothing is gone forever. The belief that we have lost someone or something is really an illusion. It's an illusion to assist us in learning to appreciate our having had into the very first place. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real, but that is the point. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation, because the parting really is quite temporary. It's illusory. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. When you accept in your heart that you will be reunited with everything that you have ever loved, it is going to give you the ability to move beyond your grief and derive something beneficial from that experience. To wallow in grief is to pass up the opportunity that you and your soul family have devised and learn nothing from it. Instead, allow your grief to take you to a place of deeper understanding. And the following message that I have for you, which is the last message like this, then we're going to move on over to the guide. We have worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Worry really is it's a wasted emotion, okay? It does nothing other than give you the illusion of control. When you expend too much energy worrying, it limits you, and it has an adverse effect on the natural energy of your soul. So worrying, what's it do? It destroys hope, it destroys faith, it destroys excitement, that are all very wonderful elements in this schoolroom that we call Earth. You need to remember that you are what you think, and you have the power to create positive thoughts which beget positive outcomes. Worry is a negative emotion and it sets you up for a negative result. So what unnecessary worries are you carrying around with you now? Examine them objectively into the light of love and help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power does reside. So, we spoke about courage, finding that inner strength to face the fear with confidence. We spoke about discipline, accomplish what it is that you set your mind to. If you can think it, you can do it, you can be it. Grief, understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, okay? And worries do absolutely nothing for you. You need to stop worrying if you are worrying, okay? It's about learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So let's move on over now to your guide. Your guide wants to speak to you about expressing your feelings. All your feelings are valid and they should be honored. You are experiencing these thoughts, these emotions for a reason. Never let anyone judge your feelings as silly or inconsequential because they are obviously manifesting within you for a reason. You have the right of self-expression, and it is imperative on your road of self-enlightenment and awareness. It is vital that you, as a human being, release and express all that is within you in a safe, in a loving manner. Never judge or harm another by your actions. That is your ego that is struggling to make itself known. Be kind, be respectful, yet you need to speak your truth. You should never, ever, ever keep a feeling, a thought, an emotion bottled up inside. You are energy, and energy, what does it do? It flows. When you create a stoppage by suppressing your emotions, they're left to fester within you, and then you're not in harmony and you're creating a disease to the natural flow of energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, they should always come from a place of compassion. Always examine your feelings before sharing them. Are you coming from a place of love or a place of judgment? Ask yourself that question. It is a fine art indeed to be able to express your feelings while at the same time bolstering the spirit of another. So by bringing your truth out, but kindly, you're letting others know that you are being honest to yourself while being empathetic to them. And that, my dear friends, concludes your beautiful reading. I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that it resonated. If you do have any questions, you would like a reading, romancefulltarot@gmail.com. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for following readings. Have yourself a beautiful day. Many blessings. Thank you for being there. I will see you tomorrow with new messages.